today we're very fortunate to be joined by Dr. Jenny Brockis. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Well, thank you very much for having me.
Pleasure. Now, Dr. Jenny Brockis has been working on a book which is now published called Brain Fit. As a medical practitioner, she did come across obviously a lot of different issues in her time, and this is obviously an area of particular interest for you now. Can you tell us a little bit about Brain Fit? And we'll have the book on the website, but it is here if you can see it from a distance.
Well, Nisha, as a GP, I used to look after a number of people, and some of them were a bit older.
Sure.
Some of them, unfortunately, also had dementia or Alzheimer's disease. But it wasn't until my own family was affected by these illnesses that it really impacted big time. And I thought, goodness me, we surely can do better than this. Surely there is enough information out there that can help us to protect our brains as much as possible. So I started doing more research, and happily it was at a time when neuroscience was really blossoming, and all this information was there. And the really good thing was that it was information that's easily accessible, and it's stuff that we can all do for ourselves to make a difference to how well our brains work.
Wonderful. So I guess having a read through the book myself, I understand it's structured very well in terms of there's some key areas that people can refer to depending on what they're looking to improve in terms of their brain fitness.
Yes. When I put the book together, I wanted it to be a book that people could dip in and out of to pick those aspects which interested them the most. Now, it's got four main areas because we don't know what our genetic makeup is. However, we do know that our lifestyle choice makes the biggest difference to how well our brain works for us. So the book is divided into four main areas. So there's nutrition, there's attitude and stress management, all combined, mental challenge and exercise, which very happily forms a nice little acronym.
Yes. Name.
Name. So you've got to remember name. Nothing else, remember name.
That's wonderful, because I think tradition of books sometimes is reading from cover to cover. And the beauty is there is a lot of fantastic information in here, and if you do want to pick it up for a particular area of interest, you can do that.
Absolutely. But the thing to remember is that all these areas are synergistic. They all work together. You can't just focus on one and ignore the others. So you might have a fantastic diet, but if you're stressed to the max, you're not going to be able to optimise your brain fitness to the best.
Great, so it's about the balance between
those
areas.
It's all about the balance, absolutely.
Okay. Yes. And you mentioned before that, when we were chatting before, because you're a very interesting lady, we were talking about the different industries and contexts of which I guess the area of that it's covered in Brain Fit would work across.
Yes.
Can you tell us about some of the areas where you see this potentially benefiting?
Well, when I first started, I was looking at it primarily as a baby boomer. Don't tell anybody. So how to keep my brain working at its best as I got older. But then I realised, well, actually, it actually serves us all to have a brain that's optimised across the lifespan. Because if you can learn how the brain best likes to learn, it's going to help you in school or university or college or whatever you're doing. If you know how to relate to people, you can manage your stress levels, you know how to improve your attention, manage your memory so you can recall things better, it's going to help you at work.
Very, very handy.
So it's across the lifespan.
Absolutely, that's fantastic. Now, there's a number of ways people can access your book and learn more.
Yes.
Let us know about those ways.
Well, currently it's available as a softback cover, and that's available on my website along with an ebook. And in a couple of weeks, it'll also be available as a Kindle.
A Kindle?
Yes.
Wow.
And so I want to make it available to people in different formats so that they can access it easily.
Okay, that's wonderful. And for more information as well, you can go straight to thecouch.com.au. Thank you so much for joining us.
Very welcome.
And hopefully you'll join us a bit more regularly next year,
because
there's some great topics in Brain Fit, which is available on Jenny's website. That will be, once again, on thecouch.com.au. Back to you, Fred.